Hi everyone. Today I'll be going over the lesson called Social Media and Digital Well-Being. At the end of today's lesson, you will be able to identify positive and negative effects of social media on mental, emotional, and physical health. Explain the concept of digital well-being and why it matters. Reflect on your social media habits and develop personal strategies for healthy social media use. So, just to get started, I want you to think about what is one thing you like and one thing you dislike about social media. Some positives of social media is staying connected, learning opportunities, support communities, and also creativity. And this is really helpful if you don't have any of these things in your community right away. So if you're staying connected with maybe family members who live across the country or in a different country, so staying connected is that's a great way that we can use social media. Learning opportunities. So maybe there's different programs at schools all over the place that we don't know about, or even just learning in general. Support communities. So there's a lot of different communities that you can get support from. And maybe that's not in your local area, but you can find them on social media. Also, just creativity in general. I know there's a lot of different social media platforms that just talk about different crafts or photography or art or music. And it really just helps us kind of expand our creativity. Some social media negatives would be cyberbullying, FOMO, which is fear of missing out, screen addiction, poor sleep, comparison, and mental health impacts. Digital well being is creating a balanced, intentional relationship with technology that supports overall health. Now, we do know that there's social media positives, so we don't want to completely get rid of social media or technology altogether, but we do need to have a healthy balance. So I want you to look at your phone's screen time or social media use. Think about how much time do you spend daily on social media? Does that time make you feel energized, stressed, distracted, or connected? And which apps help your well being? And which apps might hurt it? So, some digital well being strategies. How can you set boundaries with screen time? What can you do if social media is harming your mood? And how can you use social media positively? The first strategy we're going to talk about is screen time and boundaries. So set daily limits for social media or certain apps. You can schedule phone free times like meals before bed or during studying. Maybe even the school day would be helpful. You can use app timers or focus mode to prevent endless scrolling. So, healthy sleep habits. Keep devices out of the bedroom at night. A lot of us, if we have our phone in our bedroom, we are going to lay in our bed and scroll for hours instead of actually going to sleep. Avoid screens at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed and turn on night shift or blue light filters in the evening. Mental and emotional health, we want to unfollow or mute accounts that make you feel stressed, sad, or not good enough. So here's the best thing about social media, just block it. So if there's something that you don't want to be interacting with or see on your feed, block it and it won't come up. So be very proactive in shutting down things you don't want to see and turning on the things that you do want to see. Follow pages that inspire positivity, learning, or creativity. Take regular social media breaks, so like detox days or weekends. Take a whole day off of social media, whole day off from your phone, or a whole weekend. And this just proves to you, I want you to take you know, think about the time that you took off, and at the end of it, Do you feel better? And if you do, then maybe take more breaks or maybe take a couple hours off in the actual weekdays or weekends. Use social media to connect and not compare. Comparison is going to be the greatest thief of joy. Comparison is going to steal your joy because you're going to say, oh, I don't have what they have. I don't have enough money. I'm not as pretty as she is. I don't look as good as he does. I don't have that car. I don't have that job. I don't have. And so we are constantly comparing ourselves to someone else and we will not measure up. Prioritize face to face conversation with friends and families. So instead of focusing always on something else that's going on in the world, focus on your own community, your friends, and your family. Be mindful of cyberbullying, report and block harmful accounts. All right, turn off non essential notifications and use apps that track and encourage healthier habits. So, wellness or productivity apps are going to be great ones to use instead of ones that just result in endless scrolling or don't really grow us in any way. Balance screen time with physical movement breaks. So, stretch, walk, exercise. Follow the 20-20-20 rule for eye health. So, every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. So, when we have all of these screens, like right now, I have 3 screens in front of me, and my eyes are very like focused on what's right in front of me. And I look up out my window, just for 20 seconds, my eyes get a little bit of a break. Don't multitask screens while eating. So we shouldn't be watching TV while eating. We shouldn't be scrolling while eating because that will result in us not listening to our bodies and usually overeating. A simple reminder is use technology as a tool for growth and not a trap for endless scrolling. We want to use technology for good and not for just not positive things. So now we're going to review. These are going to be the questions that you're going to answer on your Schoology assignment. What are some positive effects of social media? What are some negative effects of social media? What is digital well-being? What are some digital well-being strategies? And what digital well-being strategy would you be willing to try this week? So positives are staying connected, learning opportunities, support, communities, and creativity. Negatives are going to be cyberbullying, FOMO, screen addiction, poor sleep, comparison, and mental health impacts. Digital well being is creating a balanced, intentional relationship with technology that supports overall health. Number 4, phone free times. Keep your phone out of your bedroom, block apps that do not help you. And then the last question is going to be different for everyone, and that's name one digital well-being strategy that you would be willing to try this week. We have reached the end of our lesson, and you should be able to identify positive and negative effects of social media on mental, emotional, and physical health. Explain the concept of digital well-being and why it matters. Reflect on your own social media habits and develop personal strategies for healthy social media use. So now what you're going to do is complete the Schoology assignment and let me know if you have any questions.